Hello everyone, my name is Niels Ratlev. I'm the professor and chair of emergency medicine here at Baystate, and I have been here for 12 years. You're about to meet the rest of the leadership team in our department.
I'm Joe Schmidt. I'm the vice chair, chief, clinical operations person, and I've been here for a little over 20 years.
Tala Ilya, I'm the associate chief of the adult ED, and I've been here for about 15 years.
And I'm Jolie Hetler. I'm chief of the pediatric ED, and I'm on year 14.
So I'm going to give you a broad overview of the Department of Emergency Medicine at Baystate. We are now approximately 80 faculty and 6 EDs, 4 in the community, a pediatric ED, and an adult ED here at Baystate Medical Center. All told, we see over 200,000 visits a year, and we, according to the Association of Academic Chairs of Emergency Medicine, are actually 2 years ago, were the highest acuity ED in the country. With a little bit of a grain of salt, we certainly have very high acuity in terms of the patients we see here. Some of the priorities that you need to know about our department going forward is we're investing a lot in research, and particularly in the procurement of federal grants for our clinical research program. We are building EMS, particularly with respect to providing medical control to our helicopter service and also mobile integrated health care. You should also know that wellness and diversity and inclusion are incredibly important in our department. I think that wellness faculty just started a fellowship this year, which has really helped us during these difficult times during the pandemic. And that is the broad overview from me.
Just by a little way of background, in my 20 years here, the first half, or a little more than half, I was on the residency food chain, Dr. Osborne's predecessor as the residency program director, and then the last 8 years as the vice chair and chief operations. People often ask sort of why I picked Baystate, or why they should pick Baystate. And for me, it's primarily the people, sort of the people on all levels. First, I don't think you can design a better patient population to train emergency medicine residents on. As Nils alluded to, it's a highly acute, voluminous patient population. There's plenty of patients to be seen. It's broad in terms of both age and socioeconomic diversity, and certainly a broad range of medical conditions. And as the only tertiary or higher level of care sort of in our catchment area, which covers the entire western portion of Massachusetts, 4 counties, probably 800,000 or 900,000 people, we really have the advantage that you don't have to rotate through multiple different facilities to see different acuities and different patient presentations. All you really have to do is show up for work here every day, and the patients come to us. The second group of people is the faculty. Certainly a diverse group, a group that's been here for a long time. As you can see, we have folks that have been here, and we have a fair number of folks on the faculty that have been here even longer than any of us. The nursing and ancillary staff is a great group of people. We work in a very challenging work environment, but really have a great stream of nursing and ancillary folks to work with.
And so I completely agree with both of them that it's just a great environment to train in. The people make it a great place to be, but it's actually also just a great place to be in Western Mass. I came from the Midwest. I grew up in Michigan. I went to college and medical school in the Midwest, and when I was looking for a place to do my residency, because I did my residency here and stayed on, I just sort of threw a broad net, and I really didn't know much about Western Mass, but I came out to interview and I absolutely loved it. And I'm so sorry you guys can't come out to interview, but it really is a unique place. I expected myself to end up in a bigger city, but when I got out here, I realized I just loved what it had to offer. I live up in Northampton, which is about 20 minutes away, and it's a town that draws from a big area in terms of restaurants, places to go out at night, great music venues, and so people come from all over the area. So it's got a lot more than you'd expect for a town its size, yet it's so easily accessible to the outdoors, and there's a ton of stuff to do in either hiking or climbing or water sports, biking. So I moved out here single, and it was a great place to live. I now am married with 3 kids, and it's still a great place to live and have a young family. So it's just one of the things I love about the area in Baystate.
Can I add to that? There's no traffic and you don't pay for parking.
That is sort of
amazing. Take for granted. So I agree with everything that Tala said, and Joe and Niels. The one thing I like to talk about to prospective emergency medicine residents is that I think that this is a really unique training opportunity for pediatrics, because we nest within the adult ED, and so we have our own specialized pediatric faculty, and we run like a proper pediatric emergency department, except that we share space and some of the resources with the adult ED. And so we are actually the biggest nested pediatric ED in the country. And that offers lots of unique challenges and opportunities. But from a training standpoint, it's really great that you're not being picked up and moved, like Joe said, to a children's hospital to learn. You're learning from pediatric experts in a way that's a more natural way to learn. I think it's not just 1 month at the beginning and the end of your residency, but you do some focus time at the beginning, but then you get to have PD shifts throughout your training. And the nice thing about it being local is that you're a hero every time you show up for work, because we love the emergency medicine residents because they know how the system works. So you can just focus on learning the medicine and not like where the bathroom is and how to get the orders in. And so I think that's a really great way to have it be part of it, just really well integrated into your learning. And then the other thing I'll say is a little bit of an outsider. I'm pediatrics trained and could never ever do what it is that you all plan to do with your lives, but I love being part of a department that has a really healthy emergency medicine residency. I think that it's easy for me to say that as a bit of an outsider, but the soul of any department really is reflected in how they treat their residents, and I see our residents being and feeling really respected as humans, and I agree with the wellness. I think the wellness thing existed before it was a thing here, and I really think that Baystate tends to recruit people that have a healthy work-life balance to begin with, and then they carry that to their work, which I think offers a lot of really great things to our patients and to our community.
So I came to Baystate because of the people that were here. I started my residency here when I was looking all around the country because I found a fit for myself, a group that I like to work with. I like the culture that exists here. We take care of each other. We're a family every single day during the shifts and off shifts. And that's a mentality that's continued here for the 25 years that I've been in this place. I love the family feel. We take care of our patients, take care of ourselves, and it's a great place to train. It's really high acuity, and so every day is something different. It's not boring. So I just have a great time here when I come to work. It doesn't feel like I'm working, and that's why I like it here, why I want to be here.
Lucienne Lutfi.
You're gonna have to start over. I wasn't recording.
So this is Lucienne Lutfi Clayton Sanders Worthington III. She is the other Associate Program Director here at Baystate Medical Center, UMass Baystate Medical Center. We keep changing the name. We keep adding affiliations. We'll be the University of New England, UMass Medical Center, Mass Mutual, MGM Grand residency program.
And this is Adam Kellogg, father of 2 amazing daughters pictured up
this.
there, who love to hang out and harass him with very evocative t-shirts. He also, after 15 years, does not know my name.
What do you mean? One of those was correct. I think at least 2 out of 3 of those were actually your name.
So we are both APDs at UMass Baystate, and we have, as it may become apparent to everyone, been working together for quite a while.
Way too long. So we're the associate program directors here. I believe you probably
that's,
said that.
That's some of the
Have
titles
been
we
for
have.
a long time. We also run a medical education fellowship together because we don't
Do
spend
everything
enough time
together.
working together. So why you came to Baystate was because it was the only place that would match you for residency, I believe.
Oh,
But I had
absolutely.
my pick of all of the best and most elite programs in the few that interviewed me. You went to Syracuse, I think?
I did go to Syracuse.
For medical school?
Yeah, you never left UMass. You didn't know that you'd never
I
left
did.
UMass. No,
I
you never left
briefly
UMass.
escaped.
It still says UMass right now.
Oh, yeah.
Never left. Never left. UMass all the way.
Basically, yeah.
And you have stayed at UMass Baystate for all of your career so far.
Till they fire me, which could be because of this video. Whereas CN graduated, went and did 4 years in the community at Maine, found out what it was like to be like a real doctor out there, whereas I relied on residents to do everything for me for my entire career.
And then I ran back to my home, which is Baystate, and got to see all of the people that I had trained with under me now be faculty, and absolutely tremendous. That was actually probably the most fun thing about coming back.
I have no choice. I can't go anywhere else. It's UMass all the way. I mean, there's like UMass in Worcester, but they wouldn't have me. That's where I did medical school. They know really well.
And you have to understand there is pretty much like a gravitational force to Baystate that once you're trapped in it, you really cannot escape.
I can't actually speak for CN, like why here, but for me, it was the people. I did a rotation here as a medical student. It was my, like, you're always supposed to do a non-COVID year, you do an away rotation. Maybe you could talk to an intern, they'll tell you all about it. And this was just the best people. Like EM has all the best people in medicine, and then I came here and it was the best people within emergency medicine who I encountered in any other places that I'd spent any time. So I said, this is the group of people I want to go and do 3 years with, and then after being here for a couple of years, decided I don't really want to work anywhere else, and I talked them into letting me stay for a while.
We all joke about drinking the Kool-Aid because we really, really have, and you're gonna find when you look that a whole bunch of the faculty here graduated from the residency, but we also have a whole bunch of people who have come in from amazing other places, and they have also drunk the Kool-Aid and just will not leave. And when other people talk to them, they're like, no, I would never leave. This is a family. And it's one of sort of the most special things about Baystate is we really, really appreciate one another and support each other, and you just never want to leave.
And cost of living is a lot less here than it is in Boston.
Meet Tara Rivest and Kathy Dieterich. They're our program administrator and coordinator, and they help to make the residency go round and round. They're like our moms away from our moms, and they're always there to listen and give you snacks. Tara Rivest is the program administrator. She's been working with the residency for almost 15 years, and what she loves most about her job is working with her residents and fellows. This is Kathy Dieterich. She's been here at Baystate since 1982 and working with the residency for almost 6 years. What she loves most about her job is watching how much all the residents grow from the time they come in as an intern right through to their graduation. She also wants everyone to know that we're a family no matter what, and we are always there for each other.